All right, everybody, Bryce here, coming at you with yet another quick crypto market update. And as you guys can see, I'm back on land. I'm no longer at sea. That car was really loud. But I still actually feel like kind of like on a boat. You guys ever get that? Where like you get off a ship and then you feel like you're still rocking and rolling. Anyhow, guys, crypto market has been obviously on fire. Things have been very good. And to me, we're still in a bull market. Now, you can see that, Bitcoin actually did correct, right? It hit a high of $67,000. It's now trading around $57,000. And I think what you're also seeing at the same time is altcoins actually rallying hard, right? And in fact, this is a very, very bullish long-term sign. It's just a sign of contraction or consolidation in the market in a short-term sort of thinking, right? And it's a short-term contraction, but long-term, the bull market is still very much intact. It's just taking a little bit of a breather. And when the market has time to breathe, you'll see, like popcorn, all the other little altcoins start to pop. And you've seen that, right? I mean, anybody who's been following the market for the last week or so as Bitcoin has been contracting has seen all these little opportunities. So the key is, whoops, almost just lost my shoe. I'm too excited here. The key is, guys, be patient, right? Get your, buy your coins, right? Hold them and just wait your turn in line. Like that's kind of the part of the season that we're in right now. And you want to have, obviously, the best coins, fundamentally strong, and those vary. You don't want to be in just complete crap that could be, going to zero. So asset selection is very key. But also, kind of people are like saying, well, what gives you like that long-term mindset of, staying long-term bullish on Bitcoin and on DeFi and Ethereum and all this stuff? Well, I was watching an interview the other day. I think it was on CNBC. And there's this guy named Brock Pierce. He ran for president as like a libertarian or something this last election cycle. But he's on CNBC and he's talking about how El Salvador, who, as you guys know, buys Bitcoin. In fact, the president of El Salvador just tweeted out today that they bought 250 more Bitcoin or 450 more Bitcoin. One of those. But still, a sizable sum for the country's reserves. So anyhow, long story short, this guy Brock, who helped facilitate this arrangement of, getting El Salvador onboarded with all the right material to be, Bitcoin friendly, if you will, state or nationwide. And so Brock is the founder of the Bitcoin Association, which is, nothing really official. It's just like a kind of like a random foundation that helps facilitate, people getting on board with Bitcoin. But long story short, guys, he was on CNBC and he was talking about how he's been talking to 30 other presidents, 30 other, presidents or prime ministers, or basically other nations, about helping them get onboarded in a very similar fashion. So this is like the next level of where this stuff is going. It's becoming, a political thing. You're even seeing like, people talk, politicians talk about it. We saw Rand Paul, saying that that cryptos could potentially be the world reserve currency, right? We saw Vladimir Putin just, love him or hate him, whatever, doesn't matter. The point is he's, a person who's in a position of power right now. And he was saying like, yeah, I think cryptocurrencies have value. And so like, this is a really, really interesting time to be in the market because there's such a clear uptrend of adoption on a nationwide, run, right? You have, Uruguay, a lot, Brazil, a lot of these countries are exploring it and they're getting into it. And it's like, it's just a nation, or it's an international thing. It's just wild. It's mind blowing. So anyhow, you guys should look up that interview with Brock Pierce on CNBC, talking to, 30 different presidents about, getting onboarded with basically Bitcoin and crypto. So anyhow, so that was really the big market update. And, again, I remain very, long-term bullish. Sure, we're in a tiny bit of a contraction. I don't think that changes anything. from where we're going right now. I'm still long, by the end of the year, I'm still thinking we're going to be hitting, $100,000 Bitcoin, right? And so nothing has changed there. I could see, if Bitcoin gets to $100,000, Ethereum above $10,000 makes sense to me by the end of the year. So I'm sticking to those guns. And what does that mean for all the other altcoins? It's about to get really bright over here for me. What does that mean for all the other altcoins? It means, of course, right? They're gonna be rocketing, right? And so it's good that the market's breathing. We're just gonna let things, breathe, okay? And basically, that's the market update, okay? And here's the other thing. If you guys aren't already basically like involved in a crypto, in a crypto community, if you guys aren't already, getting trade alerts, buying and selling signals, fundamentally strong cryptocurrencies with market analysis, research, newsletters, a community of over 10,000 crypto investors and traders. If you don't already have that, and that sounds kind of cool, something like you kind of are interested in, guess what? If you hit that button below, you can pay $1 and you get 2 weeks of a trial of all that stuff I just described and much, much more, okay? Sound good? Sound good. All right, we'll see you in there.